Beyond the big Motown and Stax headlines, there were groups who burned bright, then slipped into the shadows. Hand claps, harmony stacks, and grooves that still move a room. Stay to the end for the #1 cut that gave a label its first real blueprint and still gives goosebumps. Number 12, It's All Over Now, The Valentinos, 1964. A church-fired family band poured gospel heat into the jukebox and cut It's All Over Now with blues-streaked guitar, call and response voices, and a backbeat that feels like Friday night letting out of Sunday morning. The frame stays simple so the edges can bite. The drummer sits a hair behind the beat to add drag and danger. The bass walks in short steps to keep shoulders moving, and Bobby Womack's rasp sands a smooth melody until it throws sparks. Listen for the little guitar jabs between phrases, a half warning, half dare. And notice how the band tightens without getting louder in the last chorus. The Rolling Stones cover made the title travel, but this cut keeps the raw nerve, the sweat, the side-eye. No gloss, no filter, only urgency and feel. Number 11, The Boy from New York City, The Ad Libs, 1965. He's kinda tall. Street corner sparkle with radio shine, a walking bass under a lead that smiles on every vowel. He's really down. And background stacks answering back like friends nudging each other on a stoop. He's cute in his moped suit. Snaps, claps, and tight vowels keep the groove light on its feet, and the song doesn't hurry. It struts, and that restraint is the secret. Hear the backgrounds echo the lead's last word like a mirror catching sunlight and tossing it back. By the second chorus, the hook parks itself in your ears and refuses to pay for parking. Proof that a clean pocket and perfect syllables outlast trends. You can see the neon, the cabs, the great steam, and two people turning a city crush into a sing-along.
You know what breaks my heart a little? Only 1% of the people who watch R&B vinyl are actually subscribed. 99 out of 100 of you keep coming back, vibing with the grooves, feeling the stories, reliving the voices that built soul itself, but you still haven't hit that button. Think about it. You've spent time here, maybe even rediscovered a song that hit you right in the chest, and yet you're walking away before the next track drops. Subscribing costs nothing, not a cent, but it means you'll never miss the moments that remind you who you were when that record first played. R&B vinyl isn't just music, it's memory, it's heritage. It's the pulse that still beats under everything we love. Don't just listen from the sidelines. Be part of the 1% who keep the soul alive. Hit subscribe, stay, groove, and keep the record spinning with us.
Number 10, Be Young, Be Foolish, Be Happy, The Tams, 1968.
Be young, be foolish, but be happy.
Southern soul with coastal air in its lungs rides a relaxed Carolina shag shuffle where horns grin, group harmonies pat your shoulder, and the bass stays steady so the vocal can sell the invitation without strain.
Be foolish, but be happy.
When the chorus opens, the room lifts like someone raised the blinds, and the word happy becomes a skylight.
Be foolish, girl, be happy.
Listen for the horn answers on the back half of the hook, buoyant lines like beach town brass on a summer boardwalk.
Be young, be foolish.
This is regional pride pressed into wax. It never needed national polish to become permanent.
Life is too short to worry about unimportant.
The message is simple, and the band treats it that way. Joy as an arrangement choice, not just a lyric.
In the bright sunshine, the bright sunshine, in the same old story.
Number 9, It's Gonna Take a Miracle, The Royal, 1965.
Now that you've set me free.
Symphonic soul before the marketing label, with strings carrying the weight while the rhythm section keeps a velvet heartbeat. The lead shapes each line like a stage whisper that blooms into a spotlight moment, and jazzy chord colors lift without stealing attention. The arrangement breathes in long arcs, quiet verses, rising swells, a held breath before the title word that tightens the chest and then releases it. Listen for the swell right before Miracle, a climb that feels like the floor tilting up to meet the voice. Cinematic in mood, never off the pulse. Nothing oversung, nothing overplayed. Discipline and drama in equal measure. Loving these deep cuts? Tap subscribe and drop your favorites so far. Your pick might lead our next episode. Number 8, Oh Oh Child, The Five Stairsteps, 1970.
Yeah, put it together and we'll get it undone.
Born from their late 60s run, a hopeful shimmer turning the decade with strings glowing around tender falsetto and a sibling blend tight enough to sound effortless and human enough to stay warm. Verses feel like porch light at dusk, while choruses widen to a bright morning window, promising better days without pretending they arrive easy. Listen for the lift on Things Are Gonna Get Easier, the harmony opening as strings lean forward like the horizon moving closer by half a step.
Things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child,
Earlier sides hinted at blues-tinted phrasing and group discipline. Here, the whole design locks into place. Steady, simple, believable. Number 7, Get On Up, The Esquires, 1967. West Side Chicago snaps a ruler across the desk, and class starts on the 1. A syncopated bass line threads the needle while sharp horn punches mark the bar lines like highlighter ink, and a nimble falsetto dances just above the pocket, teasing downbeats then skipping past them. The trick is tension. Stop time breaks freeze the floor for a breath, then the band slams back in and the room lifts a half inch. Listen for horn stabs answering vocal cues like traffic whistles keeping the block in order. The city teaches itself to funk without abandoning doo-wop roots, grit trimmed into precision. Number 6, Yes, I'm Ready, Barbara Mason. A confession set to a slow 12/8 sway where Barbara talks you to the doorway and then sings you through it. The first sung line lands like a risk taken in public. Gospel-leaning changes give the melody somewhere soft to sit.
Yes, I'm ready to learn.
A restrained guitar sketches the edges and leaves the middle open for breath, and the vocal uses small cracks to carry big feelings.
All the things.
Listen for the soft reply on To Learn, a moment you can touch, the sound of choosing to be seen.
Right now. Yes, I'm
The blueprint for confessional Philly soul, intimate, plain-spoken, steady, warm.
to hold your hand, make you
If you're vibing with this list, hit like and tell us the one track you'd bring back to radio today.
you want me to.
Number 5. Cowboys to Girls, The Intruders, 1968. Philly before the full takeover, where doo-wop tightness meets brass bright bounce and the future peeks through. Falsetto leads glide over smiling call and response, strings soften edges without stealing the groove, and the rhythm section walks with purpose. No waste, no frill. Listen for the horns that answer the lead like a wink, playful but disciplined. Streetwise and polished at the same time, you can feel the city's signature arriving one section at a time. Number 4, Our Day Will Come, Ruby and the Romantics, 1963.
Falling in love can bring.
A dreamy crossover of candlelight and constellation, swaying on a Latin-tinged cha-cha with organ pads glowing like a low lamp.
Our dreams have magic because we'll
Ruby Nash's velvet low contralto sails over harmony stacks that move like tide, promising and delivering in small waves without chasing the climax.
Our dreams have magic because
Listen for the organ swell into the chorus, a small detail that widens the room without raising the volume.
our day will come.
A number 1 for a reason, with a blueprint that stretched elegantly on follow-ups, grace, patience, and a pocket that never squeaks.
Our day will.
Number 3, Cool Jerk, The Capitals, 1966. Detroit in motion with the engine cover off, stabbing horns and syncopated snare over a walking bass vamp that turns a hallway into a runway. Everything struts, and the attitude lives in the accents. Drums jab on the offbeats, horns talk back like they have opinions. The vocal rides it like a smirk. Listen for the drum figure that lands a half punch early, then leans away. That tiny shove is the swagger.
I'm the king of the cool jazz.
Raw, stripped, a hair ahead of its time. A pure floor weapon that proves the Motor City can grin and grind at once.
By himself there. Now give me a little bit of bass with the
Number 2, Do You Love Me? The Contours, 1962. Motown's Wild Side sprints past Polish on a 12/8 charge under a rasped lead, one shout away from tearing the mic. The backbeat stomps like homecoming bleachers. Shouted prompts turn the track into a conversation with the room, and the temperature jumps 5 degrees the second it starts. Listen for the count-offs and urgent asides, little sparks that light the whole fuse. It sold big and roared back decades later, but the core stayed the same, chaos that swings.
You broke my heart, 'cause I couldn't dance.
You know what breaks my heart a little? Only 1% of the people who watch R&B vinyl are actually subscribed. 99 out of 100 of you keep coming back, vibing with the grooves, feeling the stories, reliving the voices that built soul itself, but you still haven't hit that button. Think about it. You've spent time here, maybe even rediscovered a song that hit you right in the chest, and yet you're walking away before the next track drops. Subscribing costs nothing, not a cent, but it means you'll never miss the moments that remind you who you were when that record first played. R&B vinyl isn't just music, it's memory, it's heritage. It's the pulse that still beats under everything we love. Don't just listen from the sidelines. Be part of the 1% who keep the soul alive. Hit subscribe, stay, groove, and keep the record spinning with us.
Number 1, Please Mr. Postman, The Marvel, 1961. The spark that showed where the map could go, built on hand-clap pulse and a blues-based cycle with conversational phrasing that sells the story like school hallway news. Tight unison hits like a shared heartbeat, while call and response keeps every bar moving forward. Listen for the clap and kick combo under the hook, a masterclass in less is more. It went #1 on the Hot 100, and follow-ups sharpened the girl group blueprint with parts that fit, voices that lock, and rhythm that breathes. History may credit the later polish. The spark is right here.